You wake up before the alarm, heart already racing as if you've missed something important, though you don't know what. Your body is tense before the day has even begun. There's no immediate danger, no urgent message, no visible threat in the room. And yet, something inside you is already bracing for impact. Your mind starts scanning the future like a searchlight. Conversations that haven't happened yet, mistakes that might occur, judgments you fear but cannot see. You haven't even stood up, and you're already exhausted. This is the paradox. You live in one of the safest, most technologically advanced periods in human history, and yet you feel more anxious than ever. Your ancestors faced famine, predators, war, and disease with far fewer resources. You face emails, expectations, social comparison, and invisible pressure. So why does your nervous system act as if you're constantly under attack? You tell yourself you're just overthinking. You try to calm down, distract yourself, breathe, scroll, consume. You label the feeling as a flaw, a weakness, a chemical imbalance, something to be managed or silenced. But the anxiety persists. It seeps into moments that should feel peaceful. It follows you even when nothing is wrong. Especially when nothing is wrong. What if the problem isn't that you're anxious, but that you don't understand what anxiety is actually responding to? Because here's the unsettling possibility. Anxiety is not random. It's not meaningless noise in your head. It's not simply fear of the future. It may be something far more disturbing and far more revealing. What if anxiety is not about what might happen, but about what already has? What if it's not a malfunction, but a message? You've been told anxiety is about danger. But danger from where? From whom? From what? You're sitting in a chair, safe enough to watch this, breathe, think. And yet your body behaves as if something essential is at risk, as if something inside you is being threatened, not physically, but existentially. What if anxiety is the cost of living a life that doesn't quite belong to you? This question cuts deeper than comfort allows, because if anxiety is just a disorder, then you are unlucky. But if anxiety is a signal, then you are responsible. And responsibility is terrifying. It means the unease you feel might be pointing towards something you've been avoiding, not an external catastrophe, but an internal misalignment. You feel anxious when you're still. You feel it when you're alone. You feel it when you succeed and when you fail. It doesn't disappear with achievement. It doesn't fade with reassurance. In fact, sometimes it grows louder the more successful you become. Why? Could it be that anxiety is born not from weakness, but from awareness? From the silent recognition that something about the way you live, think, or define yourself is fundamentally unstable? You were taught to chase certainty in a world that offers none, to build an identity that must never crack, to appear confident while feeling lost, to make long-term plans in a reality that changes faster than your nervous system can adapt, to suppress doubt, fear, and contradiction, while being constantly exposed to comparison, judgment, and impossible standards. And your body knows this doesn't add up, so it reacts, not with words, but with tension, with restlessness, with dread without an object, with a low-grade panic that hums beneath everything you do. Anxiety becomes the background music of your life, not because you are broken, but because something essential is being ignored. But ignored what? Is it the fear of failure, or the fear of success? Is it the fear of being judged, or the fear of being truly seen? Is it the fear of loss, or the fear that there was never solid ground to begin with? Or, more disturbingly, is it the fear that if you stopped running, stopped numbing, stopped distracting yourself, you would have to confront a truth about your life that you're not ready to face? Anxiety thrives in unanswered questions, and you've been taught not to ask the most dangerous ones. You've been told to manage symptoms, not interrogate meaning, to cope, not to confront, to normalize the feeling instead of understanding its origin. But anxiety doesn't want to be normalized. It wants to be heard. And until you understand what it's trying to protect and what it's trying to warn you about, it will not leave you alone. Because anxiety is not just fear of what might happen. It is fear of what is already wrong and waiting to be acknowledged.